Hello again, here we are at basically end of the season, getting towards the end of October now, and this is what the state of the garden is looking like. Pretty much dug out the butternut because I wasn't getting anywhere with them. They were too overcrowded, and started doing all these sort of wooden edgings here to raise the beds up, just using old pallets. The mealies, they didn't grow up very high, so today I'm going to be basically harvesting them, otherwise they're just going to go rotten with all this rain we've been having, so may as well just eat what's there. A bit disappointing, didn't get as much out of it as I'd hoped, but you know, to be fair, I hadn't prepared the soil or put any compost or anything on it. Hopefully you can hear me above the noise of the traffic, because the roads are quite wet, so it's quite noisy. But yeah, I hadn't done a lot of preparation, I didn't get time really. Started a bit late in the season, so I'm quite surprised that they did as well as they did. So basically today I'm going to be harvesting this lot. As you can see, it's quite wet and muddy out here. We've had quite a bit of rain. I'll just take you down to the bean section, you can see what that's like. I've still got the one potato plant. Hopefully you can see that. I'm picking that up on the camera. It's a bit difficult to see where this thing's pointing because it's on a chest strap. That one is 7 tires high. I decided to leave it because the previous one I dug out, I didn't get much out of, about 6 decent sized spuds out of that whole stack. So I thought I'll give it a bit more time. I think the mistake I made was I got the timing wrong on that, and I didn't leave them for long enough before I built up the next tire. In other words, for the root structure to take shape, then build it up, more roots, etc. And I noticed with the other one, the main roots were still right at the base. So I think I built them up a bit too quickly, but you learn. You know, that's the first time I tried it. Next time I'll build them up more slowly perhaps, or try a different method. Anyway, that's the beans. As you can see, a lot of water there, that's why I dug that trench to try and drain it off a bit. But they're not doing great at the moment. You know, there's still a few on there, but the leaves are pretty much dying off. They've been munched by slugs and stuff. Yeah, so they pretty much come to the end of their life, more or less end of the season. Speedy is still there looking after everything. I'm going to have to empty out the water container because I don't want that to freeze and crack in the winter time. Anyway, on with the maize harvest. I'm just going to pick these off here because I don't think they're going to stay on there for much longer. And these plants, they pretty much look like they're dying off now, looking at the leaves and that. Got all these sort of dark spots on them. So yeah, they're not very big. But we'll eat them tonight anyway. It should be enough for a meal. It seems hardly worth the effort, but you know, like I say, it's the first time I've tried it, so I thought I'll give it a go. They're still quite young. I don't know if there's even anything that's is edible in this one. Don't look like there's much in there. These are the white variety of maize, as I pointed out before. So yeah, you know, I might as well just harvest what's there before the stuff all goes rotten, because we're just going to get rain for the rest of this week and temperatures are just dropping now. So we're just going to just pick these off here, and we'll see, maybe the baby ones we can eat them, like, you know, you get the baby corn in the shops. What I'll do another bit of a video once I've picked them and I've got them in the house. I will continue with a bit more footage to show you what they're all like. And yeah, so basically this will probably be my last video of the season of the garden. Tire wall, I haven't continued with that because we just had rain, and I've had to go back into work, so I haven't had much time to tend to the garden. But the weather hasn't been very good either, so as you can expect this time of the year, you know. But hopefully I'll be able to build all this up for next season with soil and compost. Planning to try and do the same on this side here because there's too much clay underneath, which traps all the water. So if you've got raised beds, the stuff is better protected and there's better drainage and it's easier to control the soil. So anyway, from me and from Speedy the tortoise, it's bye bye for now. Right, here we have it then. This is the corn that I harvested out of the garden. It's pretty disappointing, I must say. It's more like baby corn, still underdeveloped. Only a few seeds have grown on these, so it seems hardly worth the effort, really. I don't know whether I'll try growing maize again. I'll just sort of give it a go and see if it does work. I think the temperatures are not warm enough in the UK. But yeah, that's pretty much what they look like. That's about a dozen of them that I harvested. That's all the stuff that comes off them. And that's what we got out of it. Smaller ones can maybe use for baby corn to eat, but the bigger ones like that, not really. So yeah, a bit of a disappointment. I'll maybe try and stick to green beans next year, although I didn't get a lot of those from the garden because, you know, like I explained earlier, I haven't had much time to prepare the soil. I don't think the soil is very good in my garden, so I'll have to work on that for next season. I'll maybe do a short video when I take the tires off the other potato plant, just to reveal what is growing inside the tires. But anyway, that was the corn, basically, sort of end of season harvest, if you would want to call it that. Yeah, and they do take up a lot of space as well. So I think next time I'll try and use the space a bit better and, like I say, plant some beans and maybe try a few different things. Butternut as well didn't grow too well. They take up a lot of space as well, whereas beans, you don't need all that much space for them. So anyway, that's the sort of story about the mealies, the maize, the corn, and it is of the white variety, as you can see by the color of the seeds on there. So I thought, well, it's a novelty, we'll give it a try, you know, something different. Anyway, that's it from me for now. I hope you enjoy the video. Until next time, stay safe and well. Bye bye for now.